Good afternoon, guys. How are we doing? So, in this video, I want to talk about the specific subject, funnily enough, because it's a Friday, of weekends. Now, the reason we're chatting about this subject is we've had a client raise weekends as maybe an area that they need to improve on. And I'm going to use the exact words or the exact thing that was typed in a support group to us. And I'm sure this is a scenario that most people, including myself, have either been through before or currently go through when it comes to losing weight, okay? Or dieting as such, as much as I hate that word. So what was typed was the following. So here's the scenario. I struggle with weekends because I have had a good week with food, and I get to the weekend and I feel like I want to treat myself, and I do treat myself. Now, let's come away from that scenario, okay? The reason this was brought up because obviously we're coaching clients on their weaknesses and areas they feel that they slip up from in terms of not seeing results. That could be not seeing any weight loss at all that week. It could be maintaining weight. It could be gaining weight, okay? And this is not an easy scenario to kind of run through one answer, but I'm going to kind of shoot from the hip on my advice on this, okay? The first thing is on the terminology in the headspace when it comes to weekends. And this is probably coming from years and years and years and years and years and years and years of diet culture, okay? And the reason I don't like the word diet, diet is actually a reference to your diet as a whole, okay? Not something that you do on and off, okay? And this is the big thing. What you should be doing to lose weight should be something that you can happily slot into your lifestyle day by day. Now, yes, there will always be occasions where that maybe slips. Birthdays, social events, that's fine. Because as long as you are coming back to the day-to-day routine, habits that you are working on to lose weight, there shouldn't be this constant stop-start, okay? Number two is the terminology of good, bad. Now, one of the things we are trying to take clients through is to lose this, okay? Food is food. Yes, there are better nutritional choices to lose weight, okay? But ultimately, you need to be staying in a calorie deficit to lose weight, okay? Now, it isn't about good and bad foods, and this is where people are going wrong in their head. So that scenario of I've been good all week and then I want to have a treat. So let's come on to number three, a treat, okay? 9 times out of 10, okay, 99 times out of 100, if I said to a client trying to lose weight, you're doing really, really well, go away this weekend and treat yourself, people will turn to food, okay? Now I'm going to throw this up, why? And I want you to think about this yourself, okay? You could go out and buy yourself a new pair of jeans. You could go out and buy yourself a new piece of jewelry. You could go out and go for a walk to celebrate your weight loss. You could go and book an activity, okay? It doesn't have to be around food. And this comes back to the emotional contact we have with food, which obviously is a whole different ballgame and a whole different video. But I just want this video to plant that seed. Why, when you are told to treat yourself or you feel like you need to treat yourself, do you turn to food, okay? Number 4, I think we're on. When we turn to food for a treat, why do we treat ourselves with something we've avoided during the week, telling ourselves we've been good, okay? So this, again, comes down to our emotional relationship with food, okay? So why? Why do we pick something we've purposely avoided during the week, okay? Because, you know, we know it's so-called bad, and therefore had a treat, okay? Is it a treat? Is it really a treat if you're avoiding it for a specific reason? Okay, just again, something to think about here. And again, goes a lot deeper than just telling you not to do something, okay? But so you know, just be aware of this. Number 5, okay, the emotional reaction of that so-called food we've chosen as a treat, I guarantee 9 times out of 10 will become a binge, okay? So is it the fact that you want to treat yourself, or is it the fact that you feel you've been too restrictive during the week? So I'm going to put a different spin on this, okay? If you are constantly avoiding the foods that you enjoy, what's going to happen? You'll binge. Okay? High restrictive diets, if you highly restrict yourself, you will eventually crack because you are avoiding you're avoiding something you like doing. Okay? Again, I know it goes deeper than that, but again, we're just trying to make you aware of how you're looking at weekends. So some answers to this: stop looking at foods as good and bad. Look at your total calorie consumption for the day. If you struggle with weekends, my advice would always be save 10% of your calories each day for the weekends. So, if you're on 1,600 calories a day, you could save 160 calories across 5 days. So eat a little bit less Monday to Friday. Okay. And again, there's an art to that, but eat a little bit less. And then you've got 5 lots of 160, which is roughly about 800 calories, I think. Maths isn't my strong point. Okay. But you're going to go into the weekend with an extra 800 calories to eat. Okay. It brings me on to my next point. Factor your weekends into your week like you do your week. So if Monday to Friday you plan your food, if Monday to Friday you're eating a certain way, why are you stopping that on a Saturday, Sunday? Okay, I appreciate routine changes, it relaxes. So do our habits, okay? And this is the big thing. So plan your weekends how you would your weeks. Factor your treats into your calories. Don't let it become a binge. So a treat would be, do you know what? I might not day to day have a double-decker bar of chocolate because I struggle to get it into my calories. Therefore, on the weekend, I do feel like I want to have a double-decker bar of chocolate. Go and calculate the calories for it. Go and find out the calories, read the packet, and allow that into your weekend's calories. It might be a glass of wine. Alcohol's a big one on weekends. It may be that you're turning to takeaways. So all in all, guys, you've got to start realizing what you're doing. You've got to start realizing the terminology you're using, the pattern you're using. And if this is something that hits home that you have no idea how to kind of fix this, drop us a message and we'll gladly have a chat with you. Okay. So I hope this kind of, like I said, it's a very, very deep subject to get into. Emotion and stress play a big part of this, as we know, with good nutrition, with better nutrition, I should say, emotion and stress will draw a lot. Okay. But I guarantee most of you are getting to the weekend after a very, very hard week, and rightly so. No one's here to judge, what you do. You work hard, you've got your kids, you've got a lot going on during the week. That tends to be a bit more relaxed on the weekend. And therefore, that's the reason you therefore let your guard down. You end up eating a bit more across that weekend, justifying it as a treat, getting to Monday, and you're back to square one on the scales or worse. Okay. So have a little think, guys. As per usual, comments below would be fantastic. And I wish you a great weekend. Have fun, enjoy, and get out and enjoy some fresh air. Thanks, guys. Cheers.